Yes, I agree. Not everyone who lives in India wants to come to America, and that's one of the things that really surprised me on my last trip. Visiting India as an adult, I feel like I see things so differently. So here are some of the things that have surprised me. First, neither of my cousins are actually interested in coming to the US. In fact, they've both had opportunities to come here for work or school, and they've denied it. In the past few decades, India has really come a long way, and my cousins have so much national pride for their country that they are like not even interested in the US lifestyle. And like, don't get me wrong, India still has its problems, like women's safety, the government corruption, the wealth disparities, the caste system. But America has its own problems. Something else that I find crazy is that all my aunts and uncles are way less strict than my parents. Like this last time I went to India, my uncles and cousins took us to a bar, which is like same with clothing. My mom was really strict about what we could wear, like never shorts that showed our knees or like sleeveless tops. And every time we'd ask her about this, she would say it's because we're Indian and Indians don't wear stuff like that. Every time I go to India, my mom is like 10 times more strict. Like my mom doesn't even like when we wear open hair in India. So every time I'm always covered up in like a full churidar, a bindi, a shawl, and my cousins are just wearing like normal shorts and t-shirts. Even my aunts and uncles dress less modest than my mom makes me. Another thing, where my family is from, it's a very big city. It's almost like the New York City of India. Okay, we're from Chennai, so it's not like the biggest city in India, but there is a lot more going on there than there is where I'm from in Utah. Like every time I visit India, I feel like there's just so many things to do and it's just a really cool lifestyle. I don't know, I just think it's ironic because I feel like my entire life I've dreamed of living somewhere like New York City, and if my parents never moved to America, that's kind of where I'd be living. Along with that, I feel like my cousins who live in India have like a lot more exposure than I do. A lot of them have been to so many more countries, know so many more languages. I also feel like them being from a big city, they're just like a lot more street smart than me and a lot more independent. And this last thing is probably the thing that I find most fascinating is that my cousins get to be normal. Like they're Tamil Hindus living in Chennai, like they are the majority. And growing up, I feel like I've just been so hyper aware of my Indian identity and just like I just always knew that I was different. And for me, I feel like being Indian, being brown, being Tamil, it all takes up like so much mental space, and it's something that my family living in India never really thinks about. By the way, I just want to say that this is all my experience as someone who lives in a relatively small town in America going to one of the biggest cities in India. There's a big difference between my experiences compared to Indian Americans that grow up, in Texas, New Jersey, California. And obviously, not everyone who visits India is visiting a big city. I have a lot of friends and their families still live in like villages. So there's a big scale, but let me know if any of you also relate to these things. Bye!